Shalom, Israel. It's Russell Sullivan doing another video. This video is gonna be on Israel, on us, to let people know that we are the Israelites, the so-called African American. All right, and I'm gonna show you that through the word. All right, but I'm gonna start all the way back in the beginning with the Father, where he was talking to Abraham. All right, and also. Uh, I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's I got some word to bring out in this video. All right, and I also have a little research I done, and this is called the Hebrew Israelites in the Atlantic Slave Trade. All right, the law keepers, and see how little the word is on there. So I'm gonna read it off there myself, but I'm gonna do that in like the last video. Now, but we're gonna get started today in the book of Genesis. It's chapter 15, verse 1. All right. And it says, after these things, the word of Yah came to Abraham in a vision, saying, do not be afraid, Abraham. I am your shield, your exceedingly great reward. Right? The purpose of that is to just show, you know what I'm saying, that the Most High Yah, he came to Abraham in a vision saying, that Yah is your shield and Yah is your reward. Okay, but we're gonna go into Genesis 15 and 13, and we're gonna show that the Israelites, no, the Israelites, we've been going through this captivity or oppression for a long time. All right. This 15, Genesis 15, verse 13 says, then he said to Abraham, know certainly that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs. They will serve them and they will afflict them 400 years. Okay? So we know that the descendants of Abraham is going to go into captivity. All right? Because they're going to be strangers in a land. And we know it's captivity because he says they will serve them and they will afflict them. So we know that's captivity. All right. And from there, we're going to go to Genesis chapter 37 and verse 9. We're in Genesis, we're in Genesis chapter 37, and we're going to read verse 9. And it says, then he dreamed still another dream and told it to his brothers and said, look, I have dreamed another dream. And this time the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars bowed down to me. All right. Now we know that this is Joseph when he was having his dreams. All right. And we're going to read uh, 26 through 28 in chapter 37. It says, so Judah or Yahudah said to his brothers, what profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hands be upon him, for he is our brother in flesh and blood. His and his and his brothers listened, and the Midianite traders passed by. So the brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him up out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver, and they took Joseph to Egypt. All right. So we showing how his brothers, they didn't care for Joseph too much, because Joseph, he was the favorite of his son, because he was the only son at this time of Jacob and Rebekah, and Jacob, he had his other sons through his midwives. So Joseph was Jacob's favorite son because he was the son of Rebekah, all right, who he really loved. All right. But it's also showing in 26 through 27, 28, how Judah uh, is showing how Joseph's brothers sold him to the Ishmaelites and how Joseph ended up going into Egypt. All right. Now we know that Joseph was Israel, and we know that Yahudah was Israel, because they're the sons of Jacob, whose name was changed from Jacob to Israel. All right. But now we're gonna go into Genesis 4, chapter 47, and we're gonna read 5 and 6. So it's Genesis 47, verses 5 and 6. All right. Then Pharaoh spoke to Joseph, saying, "Your father and your have brothers have come to you. The land of Egypt is before you. Have your father and your brothers dwell in the best of the land. Let them dwell in the land of Goshen. And if you know any competent men among them, then make them chief herdsmen over my livestock." All right. So he's showing that Joseph at this time is the governor over Egypt, right? And Joseph's family came to Egypt. So all of Israel right now is in Egypt. All right. They came, and this is actually fulfilling Joseph's dreams that he was having. All right, when Joseph was having his dreams, and it's also fulfilling the dream that uh, that Pharaoh had, and through the Most High, Joseph was able to interpret that dream. That's why he was governor over Egypt. Pharaoh made him governor over Egypt. All right, and now we're seeing in chapter 47, 5 and 6 that the family of Joseph, his brothers and his fathers, came down to dwell in the land of Goshen up in Egypt. All right, so now all of Israel is in Egypt. All right, I'm gonna end this first video right here because I don't have a lot of time for my videos for some reason, but it's okay. I'm gonna keep it coming in my next video. And for the next video, we're gonna be in the book of Exodus. So I'm gonna stop this video right here, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, shalom.